Storytime with Me TV, where books come alive. Ever since the wedding at Cana, Sarah the mole couldn't stop thinking about what she had seen. Water turning to wine, joy filling the air, and a quiet miracle right above her tunnel. She had never seen anything like it. Back in the comfort of her tunnel, Sarah curled up in her soft moss bed. But even as she closed her eyes, her mind buzzed with questions. How did he do it? Who is he? Will I ever see something like that again? Sarah had spent most of her life under the ground, hidden and safe. She liked quiet places and soft soil. But now, for the first time ever, she wanted to know what was beyond the quiet. She packed a small satchel made of woven reeds, some dandelion biscuits, a smooth pebble for courage, and a small sketch she had drawn of the wedding jars. "I'm going to ask," she whispered. Her first stop was the old hollow tree where Leo the lizard liked to sunbathe. Leo was clever and always full of ideas. Maybe he had heard something about the man called Jesus. Water into wine? Leo blinked slowly. I've never heard of such a thing, but I did see a man speak to the wind once, and it listened. Sarah's eyes widened. It listened? Leo nodded, like a whisper that calmed a storm. Single quote. Sarah scribbled in her notebook. Leo saw a man calm the wind. She looked up, more curious than ever. Where did you see him? By the cliffs, Leo said, pointing east with his tail. But be careful. The world up there is noisy. Sarah continued east through winding roots and silent soil. Her paws itched with anticipation. The more she heard, the more she wanted to understand. Was this man magic, or something more? At a quiet stream, Sarah found Miriam the mouse, collecting wild mint for tea. Miriam always knew things. Miriam, Sarah began. Have you ever seen something impossible? Miriam sat down and poured 2 acorn cups of tea. I once saw a man touch a blind fox, and the fox opened his eyes like dawn. He blinked and saw the trees. Sarah gasped. He healed him? Miriam smiled. It was like watching love touch fur. Sarah wrote again. Jesus heals. Jesus calms. Jesus creates. Each story was different, but they all pointed to something extraordinary. As she rested beneath the stars, for she had tunneled up just enough to see a slice of sky, Sarah wondered aloud, is he still out there? Would he talk to someone like me? A soft breeze passed overhead, carrying the scent of olives and firewood. It made Sarah feel small, but also somehow seen. She didn't have the answer, but her heart felt warm. The next day, Sarah dug toward the edge of a quiet village. She didn't peek out, just listened. Children laughed. Someone told a story about lost sheep and a shepherd who searched until he found the one. Sarah's heart stirred. She whispered into the earth, "That's how I feel," like the one who wandered off with questions. But something in the story gave her comfort. The shepherd didn't stop until he found them. Back in her tunnel, Sarah carefully lined her little shelf with tiny treasures from her journey. A mint leaf from Miriam, a feather from the cliffside, and her notes. They weren't answers, but they were signs. Sarah sat still, not digging, not running, just sitting in the quiet. She realized something important. It was okay to not know everything yet. Faith, she thought, might be like digging one small paw at a time, trusting that something good is just ahead, even if she couldn't see it yet. Later that night, Leo and Miriam came to visit. They brought snacks and stories and sat in Sarah's little nook. I think I'm still full of questions, Sarah said softly. Miriam smiled. That's a good place to start. They all agreed to meet each week to share stories, wonderings, and even doubts together. They would keep listening, keep learning, and keep looking for signs of the one who changed everything. Before bed, Sarah lit a tiny glowworm lantern and tucked her notes under her pillow. One by one, her questions had led her to something beautiful: community. She whispered into the earth. Thank you for the miracle, and thank you for what it started in me. A mole-sized prayer, but it felt big in her heart. Above her, the stars blinked. Below, Sarah the mole slept deeply, not because she had all the answers, but because she had begun the journey. Key takeaway: it's okay to not have all the answers. Asking questions is the first step to understanding faith, and you're never too small to start that journey. Bible verse: ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7, ESV.